Go.
Welcome to the 5th annual October special of the Keep Up podcast.
Where I'm not only in your eyeballs, but I'm also right behind you.
Glorious.
Hi, I'm Sonic.
Tim is Sonic. For those of you who can see, you know
Yeah.
he's Sonic. For those of you who cannot, just listen.
Just listen. You'll hear how fast I go.
Yeah, he's going to be real fast this episode.
You gotta go fast, baby.
Gotta go fast. The costume you're wearing is absolutely insane.
Here's the thing about the costume. The body feels great.
Where's the mic? I don't hear you at all.
You don't hear me at all?
There you are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't be a mile away from me.
I'm not a mile away.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stand up for a minute. Again,
Okay.
for the audio listeners, imagine the sexiest thing you've ever seen.
Right. And then turn it down a little
And
bit.
then turn it down just a little bit. So yeah, the costume itself,
Yeah.
body fits great.
Yeah.
Legs are good. The feet,
Yeah.
great. My
What's
toes.
what's under there?
Hold on.
Oh no. Oh, I
Toes.
hate it so much, dude.
Toes.
It's everything head to toe. And the sizing of it makes a lot of sense. It fits great, except the hands, like it comes with gloves and the shoes are comically large.
Yeah.
And it's not like the gloves have like a spot inside where your fingers actually go that makes sense. Your fingers are supposed to go in these gigantic gloves, but then the mask, the headpiece, is for like a dog.
It's so you're supposed to put the face over
Your face.
Yeah, you're supposed to put the Sonic face over your face.
Try it right now.
Yeah, hold on.
Show everyone in the stream what it looks like.
I gotta rip this off.
It's so ridiculous. Basically,
I'm Sonic. Which, don't get me wrong, this looks great. I wish I could
Don't
do
get
this.
him wrong. This looks amazing.
But good lord, it's so squishy.
Yeah.
It's like squishing my whole soul.
It's pulling your nose back to the other side of your skull.
I can breathe really good though.
It looks like you can breathe great.
I can breathe.
Wow.
So I resorted to just having it on top of my head because at least I can live. Look at my nose.
It turned your nose a different color.
It literally squishes my nose.
That's
it's so
crazy.
sensitive.
We'll post a picture on our Instagram for anyone who only listens
the
to the
full
podcast.
body.
It is something else, something special.
It's quite beautiful. But hi everybody in chat too who are exploding.
Yes, and speaking of exploding and specials,
Yes.
this is in fact the 5th annual October special. What that means is, first of all, we're the Keep Up podcast, where I'm Brett and Tim is Tim.
That's me.
And we talk about all the things we consume, be it media or food. And on our specials, everything we talk about is generated and suggested by you, the audience. And it's exciting. It's fun for us because
It's one of my favorite traditions.
tradish,
Brah. Because the things people suggest are all over the place.
Yeah, it's a wide variety.
It's things that I probably have on my list at some point, but you guys make me watch it. You make us watch it collectively.
And some stuff I would never have on my radar.
Oh my god, especially after seeing them.
Yeah.
I will never have it on my radar again.
Yeah, so we have a lot of great stuff, a lot of good stuff on the list this year.
Yeah, so thank you everybody for giving us suggestions, for commenting on the stuff. You rock.
Absolutely. And we are doing a giveaway, so at the end, everyone who recommended something, whether we cover your recommendation or not, will be included in the giveaway. So we're gonna do a little it's like pulling a name out of a hat.
Yeah, a magic Sonic hat.
Yeah, and we're gonna see who wins the spooky giveaway.
Right.
Even if we don't cover we tried to cover as much as we can. There are a couple things that we didn't get to, but we'll save them for future episodes. And you're still included in the giveaway. I just want to be clear about that.
Be clear. Now, are we going to do the giveaway on the podcast?
What do you think? I think we should.
Yeah, I think we usually do.
We usually do.
So, but it's good because we'll take a break in between like we usually do, set everybody's names up.
Couple quick things. We are streaming like we typically do when we record. That is twitch.tv/Collection Revolution. That's Tim's streaming channel. You can follow him there and watch us there. Check his schedule for when we're recording. And want to shout out Andy the Mandy.
Andy the Mandis.
Our newest patron.
A beautiful human.
A beautiful addition to the Keep Up family.
To the crew.
You've always been a part of the family.
But now you're more a part of it because you paid to get in.
Yeah, in our family, you gotta pay to be here. We're like the mafia. I don't know if you have to pay to be in the mafia.
My hands are already so sweaty.
It's not at no cost, that's for sure.
Right. No cost, no problem.
Patreon.com/The Keep Up for some extra bonuses, and you can find us all across socials at The Keep Up Podcast. I think we just gotta like get into the thing now, right?
Yeah,
Do you have anything else?
We're not allowed to talk about anything else.
No,
this isn't
not.
our podcast.
We
it's
can't.
The community.
And we have stuff we could talk about too.
Yes.
But we want you to know that we're keeping you in the dark.
Right.
Because of
Bread in the
these
dark.
rules that we've set ourselves.
Right.
Which is that we can't talk about anything unless you recommended it or brought it up.
Yes, but I hope everyone has a great Halloween.
Fantastic Halloween.
Mm-hmm. This will be out before it, but... Or are you going to put it out on Halloween?
Which is why... No, it'll come out... It'll be out on Friday.
Right.
Which is the 27th.
Yeah.
We established that
recently.
Because we thought today was the 27th. It's not.
Because there's a lot of cool things that happen on the 27th. Milk gets expired. A
right.
new game comes out.
That's right.
So...
Which I don't know what else you could want other than those two things.
No. Milk and games.
Milk and games. Which brings us
to
reflections.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, chat. That's a lot. What's going on here?
They were, I think, the show feet.
Show feet. No, I hate it, dude.
Show feet.
I hate them peeking out. Wait, do it again. No, that's the worst.
She said show feet. And you know why we did that? Because Mel's the special baby of the stream. Brett, say something nice to Mel.
Mel, you are the specialist babyist. And I remember that time that you didn't want to share your snacks, but you did. And it was crazy because we all know that feeling, you know, and they didn't ask for the snacks, but you were like, I can tell you want some. And you were thinking, I don't want to let any of these snacks go because I only have so many, and it's the perfect amount of snacks for what's happening right now, which I won't say what it was at the time because we know what it was.
Right, we were all there to see it.
We all know what you were like. You were watching a movie, or maybe you're doing whatever you're doing, and just because the story's real and we know what the situation was.
Right.
And you still were like, you know what, I'm going to share these snacks, and I'll never forget that. And that's the kind of person you are. So I just want to thank you for that.
Wow. Thanks for being here, Ellie. Thanks for being special.
So special. So baby.
So special, so baby. Brett, I remember that story. I was there.
I know.
Given the snacks.
That's why I left out some of the details, because we
right.
know, everybody know, like, it's a real story with real details, so we don't need all of it.
Right. Her kindness knows no bounds.
Right. That's, right.
Right.
Exactly.
Bale, welcome in, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Pizza, welcome in.
What it is, what it do.
Free feet in this economy? Yo, it's Halloween. It's like Christmas.
It is.
But I'm Sonic. Yo, the Grizz.
The Grizz, what it is, what it do, baby.
Yo, what brownies did I eat? The best kind.
Yeah.
I must have had some too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baroonies.
Pizza Mel, everyone's saying hi. Hope everyone's doing great.
Hello.
I do have a sensitive schnoz.
Schnoz is a crazy word to look at.
I know. I don't think I've ever read schnoz.
Yeah,
I've heard it.
Is there anything on this arm?
Yo.
There is.
Yo, what's it?
What's on this arm? Anything? Nothing.
What?
This one's blank.
Yeah, so this is Brett's costume. He's being himself.
Which
is a true monster.
I'm
which is scarier than anything I could ever be.
Yeah, dude.
Burrito, welcome in, buddy. Ashley, welcome in. Did I catch the end of this? No, just started.
Just started, baby.
Just started.
Brand new stream.
Timothy, wear shoes under those. Nah. Why would I wear shoes in my bedroom?
He doesn't wear shoes when he's not wearing Sonic shoes.
It's true. These are my shoes now.
I don't know if you guys noticed in the promo for this special that Tim's just not wearing any shoes when he runs off into the yard.
If I'm at home, no shoes.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
That is the rule.
You better not had screenshot the feet. Burrito wants the feet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we got Sonic on the podcast today. We paid good money.
Yeah. Finally, we can afford features and guests.
That's the rule. Agreed, Tim, right? Some people wear shoes in their house. Do you?
Not always.
Shoes
sometimes,
are like slippers.
But it's not a rule for me to take them off. Like, if I come home and I don't feel like taking them off, I'll just leave them on.
Okay.
It's not a big deal. But, yeah. You know what? I actually wear them in the house more when I haven't gone out yet. Like, if I got ready to go wherever I'm going, but it's not time to leave yet,
you'll just leave the
I'll
shoes
just
on?
put my shoes on and that way I'm all
Shoes
the
are
way
my
ready.
last step. They're outside. I'm walking outside the house. So
Yeah, I don't know. Mine, it's part of that outfit building.
gotcha.
So I put them on earlier. I mean, they're the last thing,
Right.
but I do put them on earlier.
I see.
Earlier than leaving the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get you.
Whatever, dude.
Whatever, brah.
Whatever.
Whatever. By the way, how is our voice? I think we're gonna bring the mic a little closer because I think when you talk, Brett, you're too quiet.
I will talk louder than.
I don't mean you don't got
Then-
to. Yo, Purple Mohawk with the raid.
Mohawk.
Thank you for the raid. The raid. Oh yeah. Thank you for. I can't hear the music, so I'm just doing it off the top of my head. But yay, Purple Mohawk. Thanks for the raid.
Merple Pohawk.
Yo, Merple Pohawk. Yo, costume? What do you mean? This is my skin. See? Wow. What song's that?
I don't know. It's
Is that like a remix
that
of
one
mine?
that's like. You know that one?
Is there Are there words?
I think so, yeah. I think it's like a funk song. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Is that maybe that's my thank you for the raid song, but the actual song that the music comes from.
Yeah, it's what you
Thank you
triggered
for
when
the
you said that.
raid, the raid. Oh yeah.
That's kind of like.
Have you heard the music? It's been a while.
No.
Okay. At some point I can play the music. I told Purple to look at your costume, and then I told you to show your feet. Her reaction was on stream. Yes!
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch your VOD.
Fantastic.
I was disappointed I didn't see a Mohawk stream. I know. I hope your stream was great, Mohawk. Yo.
Wait, show your feet.
Purple what? Show your feet? Brett, show your feet. He just has shoes. Can
Yeah.
you be like me and put your feet high up in the air?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Let's see it. Let's see old man Brett. Oh, I heard every bone crack.
What? That was your chair.
Old man Cracky.
I'm not old man cracky.
The fan service is the worst way. What do you mean?
Silly
I
business.
did a short stream of Creepy Tale 3. So far, we are in hell, so you know, it's all good.
All good.
It's all good.
All good.
Brett, why is Brett the glow? Oh, because he's cracking. So funny. Well, I hope your stream was incredible. We're going to get to the next segment of the podcast.
Yes, sir.
But you're all amazing.
Mhm.
Ashley, that was a great joke, by the way. I just want you to know.
Because he cracks. It was a good
It
joke.
was a good one.
You did like a mocking laugh, though, like a bad host.
Me?
Yeah, like a mean guy.
You're a mean one.
Mr.
Don't fake
Blanche.
laugh, Brett.
I didn't fake laugh.
That's what Ashley says.
I did. I thought it was funny. Tim did the fake laugh.
I was a real laugh.
He's the one who was like, ah, ha, ha, ha.
You were the
I wasn't
fake
even
Brett.
fake. I was hurt.
Thank you.
I was
Ashley
hurt.
knows when I laugh for real.
That was not a real laugh.
Dude, it was so real.
You're grounded.
I'm always
Shut up.
genuine. All right, we're getting to our first segment. Thank you, everyone, for
Let's
being
go.
here. And
Yeah.
we'll be back after the break.
You guys are the coolest.
You're
Thank
the
you.
coolest. Okay, smell your butt.
Ready?
Yeah.
First order of business from Uncle Mike's Pop Culture Market.
Yo, Uncle Spike's Mop Mulcher Market.
Wow, yes, that's the guy.
I knew him, best friend.
Uncle
forever.
Mike also is the inspiration around one of our food challenges for the Patreon.
Oh yeah,
this
I'm
week.
still mad at him. Hold on, I take whatever I said back.
Tim didn't love it. But Mike is the man. One of the first questions he asked, or we got from the promo that we put up for the special was favorite PG-13 spooky movies.
Which is cool because when you think of horror movies,
Yeah.
more often than not, you think of the blood, the guts, the violence, the heavy adult themes,
yeah.
and PG-13 movies don't have that.
Not
they
often.
They will.
Or they have it in like a
Less excessive form.
yeah.
It's more tasteful.
Or in a creative way. Like we always talk about how The Dark Knight does it.
Right.
You know, like there's some extreme violence implied in
Right.
that movie. But they show you just enough for them to get by with the PG-13 rating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what we're talking about here.
Right, because it's done in a way where it's creative, but it doesn't have to be like kids can see it. 13-year-olds can see it.
13-year-olds can see it
Now the two movies
with parental guidance.
The two movies that came to mind for me, one I was really shocked at because I just initially looked up PG-13 horror movies because a lot of the times I'll think there are,
Yeah.
and then when I look it up, I'm like, wait a minute, these are PG-13.
Right.
So one I knew because it's my favorite horror movie of all time, The Grudge.
Yes.
This is the remake that came out in, I think, like 2003.
Yeah.
This is a PG-13 movie. Still to this day, one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, if not the scariest.
Yeah.
Um,
Even having revisited it recently,
Yes,
still holds up.
still
scares you?
it's still my favorite of the bunch.
Yeah.
And that's PG-13.
Yeah.
And there's some pretty intense, scary like monsters and ghosts that show up in
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
There's a ghost that shows up midway through the movie that has its jaw completely removed.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like a jawless monster.
Yeah, that's scary.
But yeah, that still holds up as like one of the most creepy of the creepy bunch.
Yeah.
And another one, this was the surprise, The Visit.
The Visit. Yeah, I
I
forgot
had
about
no
that
idea
one.
that was PG-13.
Yeah,
But I love that movie.
it's great.
I think it's so
It's really good.
it's a great movie with old people.
Yeah.
Much better than a movie we'll talk about later with old people. It's the best example of old people being creepy in a movie.
Oh, interesting.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Foreshadowing.
A little foreshadowing. there.
I was rolling through all the stuff that I watched this week,
Mhm.
and it was a lot.
Yeah. We watched a lot.
I finally got there.
Mhm.
The Grudge is a great one. The Visit was, I remember, kind of a return to form for M. Night, and in regards to scaring us a lot with a PG-13 movie,
Mhm.
which I did think of The Sixth Sense and Signs almost immediately for
Those-
PG-13 movies.
No way.
What?
Sixth Sense can't be
It is PG-13.
No way.
Yeah, it is.
See, I can't trust
It is.
PG-13
Yeah,
because that's got like vomit in it. Vomit's an
That's
automatic
true.
R rating
vomits an R rating
Mhm.
immediately.
immediately.
I have like a list of honorable mentions for this reason that
Yeah.
like when I was looking into it, there are so many more than I realized.
Mhm.
But one of my favorites is Drag Me to Hell.
Still never seen it.
Really?
Yep.
It's great if you're a Sam Raimi fan. It has all of the Raimi-isms and Justin Long's in it, who I love, and it's a really, really great movie. And that's one that I remember seeing. It was PG-13, and I was like, really? Because
Yeah.
it was a straight up horror movie from Raimi, and it was great.
Mhm.
So that's a big one for me. And the other one that has always stood out to me was The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
It's really good.
And it's Scott Derrickson, who I really like a lot.
Mhm. What else has he directed? Do you know?
So he did Black Phone, Doctor Strange.
Oh.
He did what was the other one? There's another horror movie by him that I really, really love. Hang on, let me look it up.
He's gonna look it up. But yeah, that I remember distinctly. Again, another one that I'm surprised is PG-13. Because when I think back to it, I think like the way her body will contort and do crazy
Sinister.
stuff. Sinister.
Yeah.
Yo, I love me some Sinister.
Yep, he did let me get to his director credits. He directed something in VHS 85, which I haven't seen yet, which is awesome.
Oh, a segment in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, Deliver Us from Evil, which I haven't seen yet, Sinister, Exorcism of Emily Rose, one of the Hellraiser movies. What are you doing with that?
I'm petting.
Tim's petting his mic with his gigantic sonic hand.
Yeah.
So those are my two that I would say are my favorites. Drag Me to
Yep.
Hell, The Exorcism of Emily Rose. I couldn't not... I wanted to just pick two, because
Yeah.
I feel like...
I feel like 2 is like it's good.
But I gotta say, it was hard not to say that Signs or
Signs is great.
The Sixth Sense, like... I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong.
The thing with The Sixth Sense is once you know what happens,
Yeah.
it does make a second viewing better.
Yeah.
But after those like initial couple viewings, it's a movie that is still really good by itself.
Yeah,
But the power of it is not as strong.
I have some people in my life now who've never seen it, so I'm like,
Oh.
I have an excuse to watch it again.
Yep.
So honorable mentions for this one: The Monster Squad for me. Tim's not a big fan, but just he's wrong about stuff sometimes.
I'm gonna be sick.
Poltergeist, classic.
Yes.
Cloverfield, A Quiet Place,
Okay.
Insidious,
Wow.
The Ring, which right up there with The Grudge.
Super
It's
weird. That's
crazy
PG-13.
Because that, especially for us, because when we watch those, I mean, life-changingly scary.
Yes, those are like my pinnacle of horror.
Yeah.
Horrorness.
Right, exactly. And then I added Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, a recent one that I really enjoyed.
Oh yeah.
Just because there have been some more recent ones that I thought were done really well, and are still scary and entertaining. And then I threw on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the original movie, because
You just love
belongs
it.
there.
Yeah.
It belongs there. But I thought that was a really good question, because I never really think in those terms, but
Yeah.
I've started to,
Mhm.
because I'm like, oh, what movies can my kids watch?
Yeah.
And
But even then, a PG-13 doesn't make it still good for
that's
kids.
the thing. Like most of what we just listed. I'm like,
They're
I'm
the
not,
extreme.
yeah, I'm not sitting my
examples.
kids down for Drag Me to Hell or The Ring anytime soon.
No.
Like, not yet. They're not ready for that.
The Ring.
I
I can't
know,
wait till the
dude.
kids see that.
You
The
want to be
Ring
there
and
for
the
that
Gr-
one?
I want to be there for the Grudge. It's so creepy.
It's gonna be wild.
Yeah,
dude.
that's a great question though.
Great question.
Mhm.
I thought we had another thing in reflections, and it's.
We didn't write it down.
I thought I did.
I don't remember.
I thought I did.
I don't think we did.
I think it was something Andy said. Hang on, I'll find it.
Okay. In the meantime,
What do you got?
folks, horror movies are just great.
That's what you had for. In
That's
the
all I
meantime?
had.
That's your vamping.
That was my vamping. No, but this Sonic costume has been a long time coming, and I feel like I feel at home in it. I feel like this is where I've always belonged. I'm upset about the head not fitting properly.
I found it.
You found it, okay?
Yeah.
I vamped.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
So I thought this was interesting. Andy just saw Terrifier 2 for the first time. And he said, I guess I'm just jaded, but I thought the violence was so over the top, it was cartoonish and not scary at all.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly what we said when we first saw it.
Right.
I definitely felt uncomfortable during like the most violent scenes.
Yeah.
But I've also seen people say that it was essentially a comedy because it's so over the top. And that's how they took it. And I also saw a quote recently from the director that said Terrifier 3 is going to lean away from the comedy. And I'm like, I don't know that it leaned into it that hard. Like,
It definitely felt more like slapstick comedy.
yeah, there are comedic moments
in a way. Because the first one, I think, is more horror than the second one.
I would say so too. That one feels really gritty. And,
yeah, just like the nasty. And when the horror stuff happens in the second one, and the I don't know, I didn't see it as cartoony. I definitely saw it as like, okay, they're going nuts with this. Like they really had fun with this. And specifically the bedroom scene.
Yes, of course.
That's like the top scene of the movie as far as that. And they made it, I think, it's goofy for sure, but I feel like I don't know. I didn't see it as cartoony. Or
I know, yeah. So I don't know if that's a jaded thing or, I mean, to a degree, I think even being able to sit through it for me, I'm like, I got to be a little bit jaded to be able to sit here and watch this,
right?
Because for anyone unfamiliar, Terrifier 2 is definitely like. Last year, I read articles that I actually believed because I know there's a lot of just like stuff that's put out there to generate buzz.
Right.
It said people were like throwing up in the theater and leaving and passing out, and I believe that.
Yeah, with
that level of violence.
Yeah, especially the violence, and then there's that poop scene early on.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that was pretty gross.
That was unnecessary.
That's kind of a quick. It's kind of a quick thing, though.
It still sits in my head because it was sloppy.
Yeah. Oh, gross.
It was sloppy.
Oh, that
I
makes
don't know
me
how else
wanna
to describe
Pass out and leave this theater.
it. Yeah, I'm all done.
Oh, gnarly.
But yeah, I can see that. I know some people also have a tough time with horror movies because they can't get past the veil of how like ridiculous it is.
Yeah.
Like some people find them just funny in general. And to that I say, I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm sorry you feel
It's you can't enjoy the movies as they should be enjoyed.
I wonder if I don't see.
I'm not talking to you, Andy,
I
specifically.
can't. Yeah, I can't believe you're talking to Andy like that. It's crazy. No, he said it wasn't scary at all, but I'm curious if he enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Because some people are like, you just adjust. You're like, okay, well, this is now I get what this is.
Right.
And people do look at art as like this cute, funny slasher. To some degree, like some people do.
Yeah.
And they have scenes that lean into that, where you're like, okay, I'm laughing at this. I really feel like I shouldn't be. The glasses scene.
Right.
I mean, it's probably my favorite scene in the movie. It's so funny.
He does such a good job.
Yeah, he's great. I think that's all we had in reflections.
Okay. I think that's strong.
I feel like it's really strong.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what else is strong?
No?
Movies.
That's true.
Are we going to movies or TV?
It sounds like we're going to movies.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I did have TV, but you didn't watch it, so.
Oh, right, because I'm the worst. See, Brett's yelling at me, guys. Help.
We could still go into TV. But we have a lot of movies to talk about.
We do. I think that'll fill. I forgot to pause this, but nobody hears it. I silenced it.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Actually, I'll keep that up because it was bright.
What do we miss?
Let's see. Fakers, the both of them. Tim and Sonic, Brett is Shadow. Only Brett is the faker. Yo.
Oh my god.
Faker. Mel, thanks for the clip of my feet. For
Oh,
those who
no.
missed Tim's feet.
Oh no.
Whatever. Everyone can get free feet.
Mel, you monster.
Mel just adds it to her collection.
Oh, that's so funny.
She just wants my feet.
Don't say curlection.
Collection. My curly collection of toes.
Collection.
Good Lord, Mel, you monster.
So funny.
I've been wanting to rewatch that one. The Grudge Pizza. Good luck.
The Grudge Pizza.
The Grudge Pizza. I think I saw it pop up while we were talking about it. Where is Ghost when Tim is showing foot cam? I know. Ghost is gone. Ghost. He came back though, but he's gone right now.
Wust.
Wust. BRB. BRB. Oh. Wow. I was like, who's BRB?
BRB.
B to B or RB?
Anna.
Anna.
BRB.
Thank you. I just watched my reaction. I got to see that clip too.
So good.
Such a shocked looking mohawk. It's basically a big, oh my god. Speaking of troll, we'll get to it. Get it? Because the guy goes, oh my god. Sorry.
Right. Oh my god.
He does it so.
That movie's crazy.
Oh man.
Can't wait.
I heard it. Yeah, the Grudge Pizza.
Yeah, the Grudge Pizza.
Yo, I want to eat the Grudge Pizza.
The Grudge Pizza.
Remember the Grudge remake?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
That was trash. I think you did.
I did not.
Didn't we go to the theaters and see it all together?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you lucked out.
No, you talked about it on the podcast, and I've never heard you give anything a worse review.
Yeah, it was the trash of the trash.
So I dodged that bullet.
Okay, we're getting back into it.
Let's get it, bruv.
Here we go.
We got a lot of movie recommendations.
So many.
As we tend to.
So many. So many.
I don't even know where to start. I guess we'll start with the Grizz.
The Grizz?
Who recommended a film called Troll 2.
Oh, we're starting with the best movie?
And I've never seen Troll, have you?
No.
All right, so this brought us back to the 80s.
Right.
Was it 90? No, 80. I think it was 90. 1990.
The movie came out in 2009.
No, it did not.
I'm kidding.
No, it did not.
Let me see. Hold on.
Don't even play that game.
When did it come out? I didn't even look, actually.
1990.
No way.
What do I get when you find out I'm right?
Nothing, because you're right. 1990. This movie came out in 1990?
1990.
Damn.
I didn't know anything about this movie. You find out pretty quick that it's something else, man.
It's not about trolls at all. Let me spoil that for you.
Yeah, it is.
No, they're gremlins.
Oh yeah, goblins.
Gremlins. Yeah. Here I am.
From the town of Nilbog.
Yeah.
You're right. What the heck?
Literally not a single troll in this movie. That's the troll.
The basic. Yeah, they troll you into watching the movie. So the basic rundown is there's a little boy being told a story by his grandfather in the very beginning about these gremlins, trolls, whatever, these forest-dwelling creatures, goblins, that can't be trusted. They're shapeshifters and they want to eat you. They turn you into plants and they eat you. Mm-hmm. And then you find out that the grandfather might not really be there talking to the little boy. I don't know if this is a thread from the first film, but it's what you got to work with in this one.
Right.
And man, I don't know. As far as like campy movies go, this might be the campiest I've ever seen.
That's being generous. You can just say the movie's bad.
It's not a good movie.
Here's the thing, though. I had so much fun with this.
It's a fun watch. I really wished that I was watching it with you because it is something else, man.
It is memeable. It is insane. It is. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's so insane. Like there's a thread. So what happens is after this little boy is warned about these trolls by his maybe not present.
Not trolls, Brett. Goblins.
Yeah, goblins.
There's no trolls in this movie.
By his dead grandfather.
Who's a ghost?
No,
maybe?
yeah, I don't know. He's a ghost who just shows up wherever. And his parents, they're going on this little vacation, and his parents will not believe him that they need to be really careful.
Yep.
And they get to the town of Nilbog.
Yes.
Which, I can't believe they reveal it to you.
I didn't make the connection at all.
You didn't?
No.
Dude, the moment I saw it, I was like, that's an anagram.
I didn't see it at all.
Yeah, or not an anagram. It's just goblin backwards. But it's so funny because I was like, oh, like they're just going with little tropes like that.
Yep.
But then they actually reveal later the kid sees it in a rearview mirror.
Hey, I needed it, so I can't complain.
It's goblin backwards. This is their kingdom. Like he just comes to this conclusion.
Which I gotta tell you, the kid carries the movie.
Oh, totally.
Oh my god.
One of my first notes is this is probably across the board, and I feel like I've said this about another movie.
Yeah.
But I think this has to be the worst acting I've seen from so many people in one movie.
That's the thing. Collectively, the mother, hands down, is the worst.
She's awful.
No emotion. Her lines, it was like she learned how to read
Yeah.
to learn to do her part.
Right.
Like, she didn't read her whole life
No.
up until this point.
Dude, it was bad.
And the sister...
Well, I think the sister might have been worse.
She-
She killed me.
She was laughing the whole time.
She was. But her scene with her boyfriend,
Yes.
when she's like, if you want to come with us, you better get rid of your friends. Like, dude,
It's
the
so
worst acting I've ever seen.
It's the worst.
Which also brings me to my second note, which is that the boyfriend in this movie, his ongoing thread, like,
Yes.
or his storyline, is that the family won't accept him until he gets rid of all of his friends.
The boys. It's the boys
Yeah.
or her.
Or her. And then the dad doubles down and he's like, if you want to come into my house, you got to get rid of all your friends. And they're just like a bunch of nerds. Like they're not like, I don't know. They're not like these, like, I
They're
don't
trying
know.
to play him off as like cool guys who
Yeah.
like are going to look for all these girls and everything.
Yeah.
But
But they never find any.
no,
And they're not like out trashing the town or anything like that.
not at all.
They're just like a handful of nerdy dudes. What was your like favorite part of it?
Oh my
like,
God.
what was a moment where you're like, okay, this is out of control?
I
And there
mean,
were so many.
Here's the thing about the movie. So I watched it like late at night.
Uh-huh.
It was like, I don't know, midnight or something. And I woke up the next day and I convinced myself that everything I saw wasn't real. That I dreamed the whole
Which
movie.
probably isn't that hard to do. It's so out of control.
Yeah, it's so out there. So I woke up and put the movie on again to make sure I saw what I actually saw.
You
and
did?
It was, yeah, well, I didn't watch it all the way through, but I was like, this
You're like,
was
nope, this is real.
This was legit the premise. I thought I fell asleep and dreamed it all. That's how crazy this is.
It's out of control. There, one of my notes is Temptation of the Corn. There's a scene where this woman who is like, she's like a goblin queen or something like that. I don't know. It's really ambiguous.
There's no rules.
She tempts this kid with corn because the thing is the goblins need to get you to eat this food.
Yes.
All of which is a bright neon green, by the
Yeah.
way. Like, it's like a cheeseburger with bright, like the sandwich that the
Oh my
sheriff gives
God.
that kid in the car.
The kid eats it immediately
Yeah,
like
he's
it's
"Oh,
nothing.
this is good. Which,
Yeah.
all right, maybe you're supposed to. It's implied that like maybe they can't see it.
Right.
But then this woman goes into this trailer with this kid and tempts him with like an ear of corn.
Yes.
And gets him to eat it, and he says something like, I do like popcorn or something, which doesn't make sense in the moment. Like,
No.
the way he says it, she's not offering him popcorn.
No.
And then she's like, all we have to do is heat it up. And they start kissing or cuddling or something. And
Yeah, in between the corn's in between while they're making
in
out.
between their teeth.
Yeah.
Both their mouths. And the popcorn just starts shooting everywhere from all angles in the trailer, like all over the place.
They must have bought like 400 gallons of
Dude,
popcorn.
The shot was like being inside of a popcorn machine at a movie theater. Like, that's what it looked like. It was coming from all angles. It was out of control. I was like, what is
and the
happening?
kid wakes up later covered in the popcorn and like it's in his eyes and like
Yeah.
it's
So that's the other thing. There are so many loose threads with like
Mm-hmm.
kids that get attacked or whatever, and you just never see them again.
you just assume they're dead
Yeah.
or they get turned into because what they get like turned into like a green putty paste.
Yes.
That all the goblins get to go and eat.
Yeah.
Uh,
Once they're turned, then they can eat them. This
Yeah.
weird vegetation gelatin thing.
Yeah. It's like an episode of Goosebumps on crack.
Yeah.
Turned up to 11.
Yes, including the way that apparently they're defeated
Right.
is
Is my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, what's funny
Hands
is
down.
Tim watched the movie first and just wrote double-decker bologna sandwich. And so I saw it in our note,
Yep.
and I just kept waiting for
Waiting
that
for it
to
to
happen.
show up.
Tim didn't put any other notes.
That was the only
That was the only review note he
there
put.
were no notes I could put for
Yeah,
it.
no, it was out of control. And then when there is a moment, I don't know why it matters,
It doesn't.
but an evil is overcome at some point with a sandwich. And all that happens is the kid takes a bite.
Yep. And that's it.
But is it?
Oh,
Because that's the other thing. There's a moment where it's like everything seems okay, and inexplicably it might not be.
Yep.
The whole movie's like a hilarious disaster.
It is. It is a family movie that you share for generations.
Yes. Oh, totally. I can absolutely see how if you watch this as a kid, this would be like fun to go back and watch.
Yeah.
I will say there were maybe three or four moments with effects or just conceptually were pretty brutal. Like one with the kid with his vision early on.
Yep.
He had like this vision in his head, and it was
That one I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a little dark here.
exactly what happened to him. I was like, oh, that's pretty gnarly. And then there was a couple other things that happened where some practical effects were kind of cool.
Yeah.
But my gosh, the acting is so bad. It
It's-
feels like a school play.
Yes.
Like especially like the evil goblin woman or
Yep.
whatever.
I think the dad was okay. He was the only one that I was like,
He was all right. His lines were just ridiculous.
oh my god, he said the stupidest
Oh
things.
man.
Oh.
Yeah, it was something else.
It was quite the roller coaster.
I gotta say, it was a great
A
recommendation.
great recommendation.
I haven't seen
It's
anything.
a keeper for me.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
keeper.
Yeah. Because it's so stupid.
Because I would absolutely watch this with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would call it.
Like as far
It's bad.
yeah, I know. Like if you were to rate this movie, I
It
give it like
isn't-
a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, it is an awful movie.
Yeah.
But it is a keeper.
Yeah.
It's a keeper.
That's what I tried to say.
Don't watch it alone.
Don't.
You'll be too scared.
It's too
Also,
scary.
dude, the troll goblin things or
Yep.
whatever, so bad. They
Oh
have
my
like
God.
pillows in their costume
They do.
to like make them look chubby.
Yeah, I don't get how they had like okay like special effects and stuff.
Yeah.
But have the costumes look as
Yeah,
terrible.
I don't know. And you can see there are so many moments where you can see the person wearing the costumes either mouth, like real mouth behind the mask mouth, or
Yep.
the eyes.
Yeah.
Like the makeup around the eye sockets.
Mhm.
They're so weird looking.
Oh.
You can. I don't know what the first one's like.
Yeah.
I'd say you can watch this
Yeah, there was nothing that
without watching the first one.
there was no like thread from the first one that I assume came back in this one.
Yeah.
Potentially the grandfather.
Yeah.
Maybe, but other than that, like, oh my god, we didn't even talk about that. Like, I mean, we did a little
the
bit.
grandfather?
Just like his whole subplot,
Yeah.
because what was he at the end of the day?
So I don't know. That's the other thing.
like
Oh
an-
my gosh. And there's one moment.
I see your computer looks like it's about to
Yeah,
die.
give me quick. I don't
Quick.
want to lose this incredible movie
Thought.
review.
Yeah.
Okay, just a sec.
Yeah. How did the battery drain that fast?
I don't know. It's probably because
Oh.
I'm recording and
You're
all that
recording.
stuff.
Do you have the wire? Did you bring it over?
I didn't. Do you have two USB-Cs on this? No.
On my computer?
Yeah. Can we use the phone one?
Oh, I have other. Oh, you're saying like this?
Yeah, I bet that block is stronger.
This. I don't know what's in it. Woo!
USB-C, right?
Yep.
Where can I plug this? Thing?
There's a thing down there. Do I need an extension cord?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do
Hold
you
on.
have one?
Yep. Gotta go fast.
Ah, sorry guys, I didn't bring my charger like a doofus.
Like a duke.
Oh. I don't know, dude. I don't live here. I'm at 9%.
Oh my god.
No dice? Where?
In the living room. In the living room.
Yeah? Is
And
it being
there's-
used?
No. You can just take it out.
Okay.
It's I mean, I could go, but I'm in the Sonic costume, and if Mom's friend shows up, so you go into the living room.
Yep.
To the left, there's that little bench next to the massage chair, and then the black drawer all the way to like the right. Okay. This is what happens, guys, when you're not prepared. Hi, everybody. What? Dead? I know. It's. Where is it? It's here. Okay. Hold on. I gotta plug it in. What do we got? 9%. You gotta be stinky. Okay. So that's there. Whenever Brett's ready. Okay. Hi, everybody. So yeah, Troll 2. We should do it for like a movie night or something because it's insane. It is so off the rails. So crazy. It's amazing though. It's terrible. Mama Tim's friend will know who he really is. No one should see this. Let's see. Can we watch the second one without watching the first one? I think so. I want to watch the first one now to see God, like what happened with it. Let's see. So how's everyone's day? I just played Just Dance with Bro. We muted the game, chose a dance and a song from Spotify. It was great. How did it work? I feel like that would be so confusing. Found it? Sick.
I got you this.
Okay. How? You know what? I'm just gonna do it over here because I'm not gonna get low. You know.
It's very long.
That's why. Apple bottom beans, boots with the turds and the turds. Whole club was eating all the cheese.
Is it plugged in?
Yep. Plug it in, plug it in.
All right. Hopefully it holds.
Yeah, as long as it holds its charge, it should be fine.
Keep it on.
We were laughing our booties off when the music fit good with the dance. How does that? I would feel like I would get so confused.
I found candy.
You found candy. Do you remember a thought you were gonna make?
Yep.
Okay, we're jumping right back into it, folks. We'll see you after. Once you know the secret. Or not. Brett's figuring out. The charging?
Need new cables.
Cables?
I don't know. I mean, it's plugged in.
Okay.
It recognizes the charger. I'll keep an eye on it.
Mhm.
Okay, crisis averted. Computer's plugged in.
Good.
There's a moment where there's like a show off or a showdown between the grandfather who just keeps appearing here and there, like through mirrors and stuff.
Yeah.
And at one point, he appears to the wrong person because he goes to the wrong room.
Right. And it's
And-
like the whole crux of this is like nobody believes the kid who's saying his grandfather's alive.
Right.
Why doesn't the grandfather just go to everyone's mirror and show up like he did by accident?
I don't know, but my favorite part of that was the kid's like, "You went to the wrong room, Grandpa," and Grandpa's like, "I'm still trying to figure out the layout of this house." Like, there's just no need for that plot point whatsoever to
but
be
it's,
in there.
It's funny and insane.
It's so funny. And then
Mhm.
he has a showdown with like one of the goblin things,
Mm-hmm.
and the goblin thing does this like thing to try to send him. He's like, "I'm gonna send you back to hell," and then the kid is like, "Are you really in hell, Grandpa?" And he's like, "No, but I forget exactly what he says."
He was like, yes, but no, but yes.
he's like, "No, but I know someone from there who can help out, or
Right,
someone
like-
who can come up from there to help," and then something happens like inexplicably. It's just the weirdest thing
Troll
ever.
2 is a beautiful treat.
Yes, and it is currently on Amazon Prime,
Yes.
and you can watch it there, and just have the best time you've
Just
ever had.
yeah. Watch it with friends. It's a
Yes.
great family friend movie.
It's
I say family,
crazy.
but it's not like for family. It's just if
no,
no.
yeah,
I think it's rated R, isn't it?
no.
It better be.
A family could watch it.
No, PG-13.
Yeah,
That adds to the list.
A family could definitely watch it.
Mhm.
My computer's still draining.
It's still draining even
It
with the
is.
charger.
Yeah, I don't think the charger's strong enough,
Oh,
which is unfortunate.
that is unfortunate.
We can keep going. I'll keep an eye on it. We'll
Well,
keep going.
Mm,
We have no alternatives because this computer will die, right?
right, and then it'll never turn on again unless I shake it a bunch, and maybe it'll turn on at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't think that's USB-C.
It is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's USB-C.
What if we plug? I know we're doing this on the podcast.
Tim, we can't talk about this. This is not what the audience asked
What
for.
if I plug this into the weak block
Uh-huh.
and you plug that and get a quick charge from that?
Yeah, that would work.
We could try it. I mean,
could
if my
try it.
computer shuts off, it's the end of life.
Oh,
as
wait,
we
it went
know
up.
Oh, well, shut up, Brett.
All right, maybe we're good.
This freaking guy here.
Thanks to the Grizz for recommending Troll 2.
Troll D.
Out of control.
Out of control.
Out of control. That's what it should have been
Do you think
called.
there's a Troll 3?
No.
Who did
No.
this?
There's also Troll Hunter.
Which is not
Very
this.
different.
Yeah.
It's very different.
He had a movie come out in 2022 called Karate Man.
Karate
Same
Man.
director.
Double-decker bologna sandwich.
Claudio Fragasso.
Perfect.
Claudio Fragasso.
The way the kid talked the whole time, too.
Oh my god. There's
But
just
Dad,
so much.
Grandpa is alive.
I
I
swear.
saw him.
Oh, okay. Well, we go from a bad movie
Uh-huh.
to another bad movie.
Okay. Okay, what are you gonna say?
Let's talk about X.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Eric B.
Eric B.
Eric, what's up, buddy? I love you and miss you.
Love and miss.
Amazing recommendations. I'm chewing a Snickers now.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
thematically appropriate. Don't worry about
Uh-huh.
it. A24's X and
Pearl.
Pearl
Mm-hmm.
have been his recommendations for a while.
For a while.
And this was the perfect time
To
to
tackle
actually sit
them.
down and watch them.
Mm-hmm.
Ty West,
Yes.
writer, director, producer,
Mm-hmm.
starring Mia Goth.
Yes.
Also Kid Cudi.
Yes, which I didn't recognize him until I was looking at like the credits and stuff, and I was like, "Ooh,
Jenna Ortega also makes an
yes,"
Mhm.
which that was surprising too.
Mhm.
So Mia Goth is actually relatively new to the movie scene.
Yeah,
She was in X, Pearl, and Infinity Pool,
right.
and before that, it was just a handful of like random indie films and stuff
Really?
like that. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize these were like her breakouts.
Yeah, because she's although the stuff she was in did pretty good, but
Mm.
I don't know her level of what's the word?
I don't
Order
know.
of operations in it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Her level of fame in it, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
If she's a supporting role or a lead actor. You know?
Oh, in the other projects.
Hey,
you're
right.
saying. I got you. Order of operations.
That's where it ended up, so I just said, let's do it.
I think it was not about.
But no.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah.
That was a math.
So X is
X.
a film about a group of kids in the 70s,
Mhm.
a decade that Tim hates.
Right.
Um,
And this is where my disdain for the movie begins.
And they rent this house that is
Mhm.
on some farmland from an old gentleman, and their goal is to go into this house and make an adult film.
Very adult film.
And they think they're going to revolutionize cinema and
Mhm.
make a lot of changes to the film world and a lot of changes to their wallets. They think they're
Yes.
going to make a lot of money. They get to the farmland, meet with the old gentleman, and he's a scary dude.
He is very rough
Mhm.
and callous.
Callous.
He's
Meets
and
him with a
creepy
gun
looking. Yes.
at the door. Says,
Mhm.
"What are you doing on my property?" kind of guy.
What are you buying?
What are you buying? And what's wild about this movie is it is a slasher,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't become that until probably halfway through the movie.
More than halfway.
More?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, probably like 60 to 70% through the
Yep.
movie, which I actually thought was pretty incredible. It felt like one of those movies that, and there are a few that I can think of that I won't say for spoilery type reasons, but kind of switches on you. This one didn't feel so much like a switch because I knew what it was. I knew
Right.
it was a slasher, so I was more so waiting for when,
Mhm.
and how, and who. I had all those questions.
Right.
And when I started to realize like who's responsible, I wasn't sure at
Mhm.
first. I was like, how is this gonna go down?
Right.
I would call this a keeper.
I would call it a sleeper.
Really? Why?
I'm just not a fan of it. I don't like how. I just don't like it.
Okay.
Because what I do appreciate, I think the cinematography is great. I think shots look
good.
really
So
good.
good.
Yeah, and how it like plays out and the environments. Like, there's a lot of things to really like about this movie. I just don't like it. I guess it's just like I don't really care for. It's one of those movies that I think you would tell your friends to watch because there's like some gross stuff in it that is not fun to watch.
Really?
that it's like, I'm gonna make you watch this because there's
Weird.
but like I didn't feel like I gained anything from watching it.
Okay, I kind of thought that at one point, but by the time it was over, it is not what I thought at all.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. The whole So I'm just a thing about me, not a huge fan of like adult scenes in movies.
Yeah.
They make me feel uncomfortable and I just don't love them. So going in, I knew what this was going to be about. So I knew there were going to be a couple scenes in there. But I think that, along with some of the things that happen within the plot around that and that group of people, they're like these scenes of them just having conversations, and a couple people there are not really all about what they're doing. The kid that they found to film it is more about making a film. Like he's approaching it from this like artistic perspective. And then ultimately when all of the slashing starts happening,
Yep.
the causes or the motivation around that is only piece by piece revealed. Like you kind of like they give you the bulk of it, I feel like, but to me, I kept being like, but wait, why is this happening? Like I feel like there's more here, and by the end of it I felt like I kind of got the full picture.
Yeah.
And
I guess that's
left...
the other.
Oh, go ahead.
No, finish your.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say it didn't leave me satisfied. Like I feel like I still needed more pieces because and you don't necessarily need it with the slasher. You don't need to know like why they do it or all that stuff. But I feel like in this case, I was so disconnected from the slasher that it just fell out of nowhere when it started happening, and I'm like, oh, it's just that. It just ended up being like that.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Now I will say,
fulfilling to you.
Pearl makes X better for me.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
And Pearl is a much, much better movie.
So you liked Pearl?
I liked it a lot.
Pearl is incredible.
It's incredible. Should we jump to it or should we finish with X?
We can. I mean,
these go hand in hand. Hence why we're talking about
Pearl is an origin story for a character named Pearl in X.
Yes.
So just to finish that thought about X, when that ended, I do get what you're saying about like not being fully fulfilled there. I could see that. But for me, I think it's because I was trying to analyze like, okay, but what's the real motivation? And there were certain really uncomfortable moments that I'm like, I'm not sure what the goal was of those uncomfortable moments.
Yeah.
Now, Pearl.
Yes.
Is incredible.
It's really freaking good.
It's
I feel like X was
so you could have Pearl.
Right.
Yeah.
Pearl stands. I think if you are going to watch these movies, I highly recommend Pearl first because it gives you more.
No way!
For sure.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
No.
Yes.
All of the Easter eggs in Pearl are from X.
No.
Absolutely. Dude, 100%.
You have to watch Pearl first.
No, you do not.
To make X a better movie.
That
because
is...
X by itself is not good enough.
Tim, I've heard some bad takes in my life. This is the worst one ever.
Hey, I'm glad we can agree to disagree.
You watch X first.
No way.
Yes, because Pearl, the other thing is, ending with Pearl, like, would you want to have seen X second?
Yeah.
You would have.
Because I would have understood Pearl more, and the things that happen in X would be a stronger impact on me because Pearl.
Oh, I liked it that way though.
Nah, I wanted because this feels like the Halloween effect, where you have the first Halloween movie and then the one that's like 20 years later.
Sure.
And you need the first movie to appreciate the new one of all that time later.
Okay, I could understand that preference. But I had such a good time watching Pearl and tying those things together with the things that felt a little unsatisfying from X.
I didn't see it because, like, I get it that I did get some points, but it's so far away from when, because Pearl takes place in 1918,
right? And
so I feel like all you're doing is getting the character, like you learn about Pearl as opposed to I don't get the references you're referring to.
What do you mean?
Like you're talking about like a specific part in the location.
Oh, dude, there are so many things that she does or interactions she has that are like, oh, that's why she did that.
But I feel like
X.
If you see it in Pearl, it'll be more satisfying in X because then you'll be like, oh, that was.
I guess it would have the same effect.
I guess it's interchangeable, but
yeah, because then it would be like, oh, they brought that. But I liked it better being like
how it came out.
Yeah, so you can either have the effect of watching Pearl and then X and being like, oh, I know why she did this.
Right.
Or you could watch X and then Pearl and be like, oh, that's why she did the thing.
No, I would have had a better time watching Pearl first.
No way, dude.
Especially because Pearl's good.
But that's why I like ending with it. Like, I enjoyed X.
Yep.
But I was left with like, I was glad there was another movie to watch.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Because again, I think by itself, it's just, I didn't get much from it. I thought like the kills were fine.
Yeah.
Like they were good. You know, I do like the realism aspect because like, you know, you see a lot in horror movies where like people when they get killed, I guess they're like aware of what's going on.
Sure.
But in this, it's like realistically, all these people would die, and the other people in the group would barely know. Wouldn't even have any idea.
And that's scary. That's like the stress and fear in this movie is when things start going down, people start getting separated, and it's like that. It's just frustrating to watch and be like, oh, there's no way anybody would know what's going on.
Yeah.
And so that's very true. That's it's got the, I mean, maybe it's just because it's the farm and everything, but it does have the Texas Chainsaw vibe.
Yes.
Where of realism, I would say that level of realism, and it is pretty brutal.
Yes.
So beware of that. And it's not all. The adult scenes are a little lengthy.
Yeah, in X, they definitely they're making a dirty adult movie.
Yeah.
So you get that.
But it's not like I was worried going in it was going to be just like a straight hour of that. There's probably I feel like 2 real scenes where it's like, okay, they're doing this.
Yeah, it wasn't nearly as much as I expected.
No, it's not like the whole thing. And that's the other thing. I felt like there was a lot to discuss about different perspectives and things that came up in the movie by the end of that, which I enjoyed thinking about without all of the information I got from Pearl.
Yeah.
I sat and was like, wow, what a crazy motivation. The way one of the characters dies, they say something right before they die that's like, whoa, they had this whole, that's what they took from this experience, is that they were like, yeah, I don't know, just that, all that, the climax of the movie was just a lot. Yeah. So much. But you're saying it's a sleeper, like you wouldn't even recommend watching it?
I personally, I just didn't enjoy it. Like, it's not one I want to revisit. I feel like watching it once, I got it all.
Would you watch Pearl again?
Yes.
Would you recommend watching Pearl alone?
The context of X, yeah, I feel like it makes it is better. There's a third one, by the way. There's a third one coming out.
Oh, there is?
That it's called Maxine with 3 X's.
No.
Yep. So that happens at the end of Pearl.
Yeah.
After the credits, they did a short little teaser for Maxine. So it is going to be a trilogy. So I think as a collectively, it'll be awesome. Yeah. I think altogether, it'll be a lot like Fear Street. I think where there's going to be one weak one, and the other 2 will be like really good.
Interesting. Yeah.
That's what I hope, anyways.
Sure.
So, and you know what's jarring for a lot of people, and it was for me initially, but Mia Goth plays 2 different characters.
Yes.
She is Maxine in the first movie, and then she plays Pearl in the second movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they'll make reference to that or why it's the same actress, if she's if she's connected to Pearl at all, or she's just playing different characters throughout the story.
I think it's the idea of her there are some parallels there that I think are very intentional. Yeah.
And so I think with the third movie it might connect it all together,
but that brings me also to, she is unbelievable. Pearl is probably one of the best performances I've ever seen in my life.
She consistently through that movie has such crazy range of emotions.
Yeah.
She'll go from completely stoic normal face to screaming at the top of her lungs in rage, and go right back to being normal, and her face it won't get flushed or red. She just has such good control of her emotions.
It's insane.
And when she blows up, it's off the rails.
And scary.
It's scary.
It's scary.
Yeah.
And there are a couple scenes in it too where the shots, the cinematography is so cool. It continues in Pearl, where there will be these crazy long, sprawling shots, and you're almost like, what's gonna happen? It's just someone walking, or it's just an empty field, and they hang you there for just long enough for you to be like, was this an accident? Did they just not edit this scene?
Did they forget it?
Yeah, and then someone will walk into frame or whatever, and you're like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. And they also do a lot of really interesting edits in Pearl, where there's split screen stuff happening, and I forget if they did it in X. I watched them.
They did it in X
right back to back.
Yep. So they had a couple of scenes like that because I think sexy stuff was going on, and then something else was happening.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
At the same time. So.
Yeah. Whereas in Pearl, it was dancing. And,
yeah.
And we didn't really give a plot for Pearl, but it's an origin story of a character in X who is she's a young farm girl who wants to become a dancer. And the struggles of wanting that and potentially being denied that, and what that might do to someone.
She wants to break free from her responsibilities.
Yeah.
and something we could all relate to.
Yeah.
Being you and me being farm girls
Yes.
who are stuck
growing
on the
up a
farm.
girl.
Yeah,
Just stuck there.
just
and,
stuck, and we want to dance.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
wanna dance, Charlie.
this movie was it was awesome. It was so cool. It's a great love letter to classic cinema. Like I feel like
That's the crazy thing,
it's
man.
done in a way that feels like Wizard of Oz or like how these movies were
Yes.
back in the day. The way she like talks and the way it's acted, and she's living in a fantasy world while the rest of the world is real and gritty
And that's one of the things that's so interesting is that dichotomy of watching a film that is very, very modern.
Yes.
Like this feels like, this has become its own adjective. Like it feels like an A24 film, but so properly done in that like 40s, 50s style.
Yep.
I was just going to say, when we were talking about what a good actress she is, the credit scene alone is maybe one of the best acting moments I've ever seen in my life.
So I was reading, because I was so interested in this movie that I was
Yeah.
reading a bunch of fun facts and stuff. So the credit sequence initially was just supposed to cut at like the most uncomfortable moment, but they kept it going. It's 2 minutes straight.
Wow.
And they never called cut. So that's why it is what it is.
God, Lord, she's unbelievable.
She's incredible. Yep.
Also, have you heard her real voice?
I haven't actually. It's not anything in any of these movies.
Dude, you're gonna.
Is she British? They always end up being British. Of course.
But she has, her voice is like multiple pitches higher than any character you've
Really?
seen her play. Yeah.
It's like Rosa in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes.
'Cause she's just
very
like,
much like
so
that.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wait till I'll show you an interview after we record. It's like you're going to think she's acting in the interview.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't sound like her. It's wild.
So good.
It's so crazy. So, for me, X and Pearl, both keepers. Pearl is incredible. Like it's, I think this is how Eric pitched it to me before too. But if you liked Joker, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker,
Yeah.
it's along the lines of that type of drama
Yeah.
and character exploration. It's wild.
And if you're into like older stuff, there's a movie called What Happened to Baby Jane that is very similar in concept, where like she is very much, she thinks she's a star and she is crazy. She's crazy.
And she is crazy.
And so that is that movie, they parallel each other pretty well.
yeah.
So if you want to see something similar to Pearl, What Happened to Baby Jane is right up there, same level of craziness. So
Good stuff.
But yeah, Pearl, super keeper. X, I personally, I just didn't enjoy it. It just didn't click with me. I appreciate the things that happen. It was fine for a one-time view, but it just didn't hit me. That's why I give it a sleeper, but I think as the third one comes out, maybe I'll make the whole trilogy a keeper.
I do think it's possible to say one movie's not worth watching until the trilogy's good.
There are, yeah.
Like when I revisited Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
like the more recent, what's his name? Gordon Green, who did the Halloween 2018.
Yeah.
Is it David Gordon Green?
We were talking about it the other day. Why is it that if you're talking about the order of these movies, it's Halloween and then Halloween? So it's like you tell someone to watch it, you watch, okay, go watch Halloween,
And then
Halloween,
watch Halloween.
and then Halloween kills and Halloween ends.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Purple was asking about it. I was like, well,
Yeah.
go watch this one. And then I said, no, well, you got to watch the new remake. And I'm like, wait a minute. There's the Rob Zombie remake.
Yes.
And the new one's not a remake anyways. It's a
not.
continuation.
Yes.
So it was just so funny that they could have named it anything.
That's
and they
very
went
weird.
Halloween.
Yeah, that's true, because Halloween 2018 is not a remake. You need the first one.
Right. It's like it's
That's
what
crazy.
H2O was.
Yeah.
But just its own thing.
Yeah, because I wasn't. I want to say it's David Gordon Green,
I'm looking it up right now.
but my
David Gordon Green. Yep.
okay, my take on his trilogy is I didn't love Halloween Kills, but
Yeah.
after the trilogy was done,
It's better.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I went back and watched it, and I was like, it had all the sequences that harken back to the first one.
Yep.
Those were incredibly
That's
done.
you need the and that's the thing. Some of these movies are stronger when you have all of them.
Yeah,
together.
like I would say, don't watch Halloween Kills, but
Right.
I would say watch the trilogy. Like, don't just watch that movie.
Right. Oh my
I-
god.
you know,
if you start with Halloween Kills, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like that wouldn't be my thing. So I
Yeah.
get where you're coming from with this.
Yeah.
I do think there was. I also can even say there was a point in the movie that I got to that I was like, I'm not really sure who this is for.
Yeah.
Especially as someone who's like not a big fan of like adult scenes in the movie, but that was part of the plot
Mhm.
and also a big part of what they were talking about. Like I think that was a a big discussion point and a theme for a reason, and that's what I found interesting by the end. It had a lot to do with vanity and stardom and the pursuit of fame, and there was a lot, I think, more buried into the motivation of the killer, into the theme of the movie, and things like that I think are interesting discussion topics.
Yeah.
And then when I watched Pearl, I was like, it just drove everything home for me. So I do think unanimously everything that I've heard is like people either like X, but they love Pearl.
Yep.
Or they're not a big fan of X, but they love Pearl.
Right.
Like
Pearl is the
one.
shining pearl.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it's so good.
Oh yeah.
I really want to see Infinity Pool too, because I've heard a lot about that, and I really don't know anything about it. Andy recommended it. We didn't get to it. You haven't seen it, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I almost did, but I was like,
I was close to.
Yeah.
But great recommendations. Thank you, Eric. That brings us to our next one, I think.
Yeah.
Which recommended to us by Half Seven Projects. Follow on Instagram. Last recommendation was I think it was last year, was Hellier, or 2 years ago?
I think it might have been 2 years ago.
Yeah. And I was a big fan.
Yes.
Tim was not.
Oh, Hellier. Don't remind me.
Jen recommended, who is Half Seven Projects?
Yes.
Recommended this year The Unbinding,
right,
which is a new full-length documentary film by the same team who did Hellier. This movie is about, both are headed by this couple that run a paranormal museum. It's a traveling museum, and they have artifacts sent to them all the time. I think it's Greg and Dana. I forget their last name. But
no, you nailed it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Sick. What's her last name?
Hold on, it's loading.
Right.
But I saw it when it came up.
Greg was a ghost hunter from a young age. He always went into the woods and found abandoned houses with his friends. And then Dana is Newkirk. And Dana is a practicing witch of some sort. She talks a lot about it in the documentary. And so they met together because they were both parts of ghost hunting teams, and ended up starting this whole sort of paranormal. It's not just a museum. They also do things like they describe in Hellier and in this documentary, where they'll get artifacts and they'll explore things and try to get to the bottom of whether or not a place or a thing might be haunted. This documentary is all about this statue that they're told about and ultimately gets sent to them, that I think two young guys found in the woods somewhere.
They were hiking and they just found it in this like weird little cave thing.
They brought it home, and a lot of strange stuff started happening.
Yes.
They reached out, or they posted something on Reddit about it. I think Greg, was that his name?
Yeah.
Greg came across it, and they ended up getting it sent to them. And the whole documentary is them exploring, is something attached to this? What's going on with it? What I do like about them is, in the documentary, Greg's like, a lot of times people think something's haunted and they'll send it to us, and I'm not saying they didn't have some kind of experience, but nothing happens once we get it. And maybe they severed some kind of like traumatic connection with this thing, or maybe it was something specific to do with that person and it's not with us. But when we got this, they described some of the things that happened to them, and so that's why they pursued it more than they have with other objects. And that's the whole documentary, is them figuring out what's going on with this, contacting people, doing research on the things that are happening since they got this object, and what they might lead to, point to as a source. And Tim loved it.
Here's the thing, Brett.
Tell me what it is.
Here's the thing.
Tell me the thing.
I have a really hard time with this movie and Hellier because it's presented in a way like it's like a real documentary.
Yes.
Like, and this one was even more on the fringe of...
Oh, that's right. I'm remembering what you said last time. Keep going.
So, because it's the same thing, where it is... They're presenting it like it's real fact.
Right.
And it's done in a way where that's just it. They try to make it real. And I want to believe it's real. Okay. But the skeptic in me is like, I need evidence. Because the whole movie, everything is just recreated. They have no evidence of anything happening. Even the live stream, I don't know if it was real. Because I can't find it anywhere. Because all of this stuff, they said it was on YouTube. It's like all over the place.
Oh, that's interesting.
So I went to look it up because I'm like, oh, I want to see this live stream of it happening. I can't find it. there's no evidence of any of this stuff being out there.
Oh,
So the skeptic in
interesting.
me
Yeah.
ruins my appreciation of it.
Oh, sure.
Because I'm like, I can't believe any of this because
Okay.
there's just no. It's all just recreations.
So, can you ever watch any like ghost hunting type shows or anything like that?
Those I enjoy way more
Weird.
because they're in it. They're in the action.
Oh, I
And
see, I
it's
see.
very easy to fake.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like you could just have someone in the other room knock on the door.
Yeah, of course.
But those suspend my disbelief in a way where I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, they're actually in it. You know, and it's
Right,
real.
right.
Where this movie, it's just them telling stories of
Yeah.
situations that happen that I can't find evidence on.
That's interesting.
So
Because
it falls apart for me.
you are right about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm of a similar mind that like there are definitely things throughout it, including sort of the finale, where I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm not
Yeah.
like totally sold on the fact that everything in it happened.
Right.
But if I go along with what they're saying happened, I can be like, well, that stuff was strange. Like
Mm-hmm. Right.
those things that
Like if
happened to
this
them-
was a real thing,
yeah,
I'm for it. Like
sure.
I just don't want to watch a documentary where the information might not be true.
But isn't that every documentary?
Well, no, because a lot of it
Well,
is-
no, that's
it's
yeah.
like it's based. Most documentaries are like based on real events and tell a story.
Dude, I think I have food on me from our food challenge earlier.
I bet you do.
Ow.
Oh, is it sticky?
Yeah.
Oh, pull it off.
Remember the first thing? we
Oh,
did?
I do. Yeah, he did get it all over
Ow.
you too. Oh, is it really? That's,
Ow.
oh, I see you pulling it off. Ugh, it's like
Maybe-
hair. Brett's pulling off his leg hair.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah. What was it?
Dude, I don't know.
It was like a big chunk of skin.
It's from that? It's on your floor now.
Yeah, great.
Ow.
So what I will say positively about this,
Yeah, tell
is
me.
this is definitely a step up from Hellier. I
You
like
like
how
this better.
I like how it's presented.
Mhm.
They feel like I like focusing on them
Yep.
and how they told the stories were good. It feels like the Spooked podcast. It feels like they made
sure.
one of their stories into a movie.
Okay.
That's what it felt like for
That's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, and like I love that. So I had fun watching it. It definitely makes sense if you take it a step further,
Mhm.
where I was like, yeah, I don't know what of this. It didn't seem. I wasn't going in thinking like, oh, they could be making all this up, but I could see how that could.
And what I think is like that all that stuff they said, definitely they could have experienced that.
Yeah.
I just wanted a little more proof that it happened the way they did.
Yeah.
Or, like because like when they talk about the guy like having a seizure at that event, you're telling me no one took out their phone. Granted, I don't know if they wanted to see
Yeah.
if they wanted to share that, but like the lights flickering, like all this stuff just felt like
Yep. The thing with the 3D scanner.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
yeah. Like the skeptic in me ruins the
Yeah.
movie.
No, I get that.
Mhm.
I do that for myself sometimes too. But like I really liked Hellier because it felt similar to like a ghost hunting show where it's like maybe we're not going to find anything, maybe it's not anything for real, but it's interesting watching the adventure of it.
Yep.
And this felt similar to me. Though I will say like the skeptic in me definitely took me out of a few of the parts where I was like, I could kind of see like if that happened, but it is hard not to recognize the fact that it's almost all recreations.
Yes.
Some weren't, like when they were doing the Estes method thing, like the
Yeah, like
spirit box situation.
the second half of the movie
Mhm.
feels like is them doing it and
Yeah.
going, and like that seems what their end goal was.
Right, right.
The other thing to point out is the Reddit post from the original guy
Yeah.
happened 7 years ago,
Right.
and the movie starts in 2016 when the Reddit post was posted. That guy only made one post. That account was created in 2016 and only posted one thing. So there's a lot of people saying that he created the story from the beginning. I think he addresses it in the movie at one point and says it's a throwaway account. Like this guy
he does say that.
Yeah.
He does say that. Yeah.
So like when you go to the Reddit post and because you can see the post, you can see his comment. Like it's all
Yeah.
there. That exists. But it all seems
Which is
like
either really cool or
or-
really
yeah.
like
So-
what's the word?
that just fake. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Planted.
damning. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, it's like definitive evidence.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I want to believe, and I'm there to accept the paranormal. Like I want to
like
believe.
suspend your disbelief just to be like. But I think skepticism is the way to go in with that stuff
Mhm.
because it is rare. I think that anything like that is
Real.
caught.
Yeah.
Caught.
And that's the thing. If they've been doing it for so long, and you see them with cameras all the time in the movie,
Yeah.
all the stuff they're talking about, how do they not have a camera for any of it? You know, like the ghost knocking on the wall, or you know, when the TV almost fell over, like, which I get it, they were like walking in the room, but there was a point earlier in the movie where they had a camera set up in a room and the doll moved.
Yeah.
Have that camera set up 24/7 so you'll catch a million different evidence points.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. But the TV thing early on, they didn't expect stuff like that was.
I guess not, but why not have your tracker camera have thing? I don't know. I just feel like if you're looking for evidence and you have the equipment,
Yeah.
you're like constant. I would have videos running all the time, especially if this thing is causing constant issues.
Yeah.
As a ghost hunting expert, you would want definitive evidence to prove to people.
Yeah, that's true.
So I screwed myself over by looking into the truth behind it.
No, I think that's interesting. That's part of the reason these things are interesting to me, because I'm watching it and I'm like, okay, prove it to me. You know what I mean? Like,
and they have real Instagram accounts. Like, you can check them up, and they have all ghost stuff. And the show's real. They go around and do that.
They're real. Yeah, the museum and everything's all legit.
Yep.
What would you say? Would you say it's a keeper, sleeper?
I think as a movie, it's done well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What would you give it?
So if you're listening to us talk about this and you're a fan of like the paranormal, cryptids, that kind of thing, and you find those, that corner of entertainment interesting, ghost hunting stories, or ghost hunting shows, paranormal stories, that kind of stuff, I would say it's a keeper. Even if you're going into it skeptically, I do think the documentary is well done. I know that I think there's a chance that like maybe they're not manufacturing anything, but I do think you can convince yourself that certain things are like supernatural when they're not.
Like, I believe the statue they were showing off throughout the movie is like some form of possessed or cursed.
It definitely, it felt, if I found that thing in the woods.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, nah.
So I'd like to hope that was real, but everything's pointing to them just creating stories and having fun with it. So I think with that, I'd have to make it a sleeper, because you just can't trust it.
Oh, interesting.
The truth will set you free.
Yeah, that's what you meant by that. I saw that in your note, and I was like, what does that mean?
You'll see the truth. So I think, but I do appreciate what they tried to do. It is a fun, like, scary story.
Yeah.
I just wish it wasn't presented in a documentary. I think I would like it as a scary story, and they make like an episode of a TV show about it, of people telling the story.
Right.
Like Spooked, or there was, what was that other show you were watching? Like a Haunted, yeah. That's what it feels like. It'd be a good episode for that.
It does feel like that, because in Haunted, that's a Netflix show for anyone who's unfamiliar. Episodic, I think 30 to 40 minutes each episode, and it's people telling their allegedly true stories, but everything is reenacted. They have real people in a group talking to each other, family members and stuff, telling the story, and then the elements of the story are fully reenacted. So this was definitely a similar thing to that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I would say, like I said, I would say keeper if you're a fan of that genre. I find them to be like interesting people too.
Yeah.
But there were definitely moments in it where I was like, they're a little more excited than I probably would be at that thing happening.
Right.
But then there were other moments I was like, I don't know, that's kind of weird. And I don't know, you consider yourself an overall skeptic?
I would say if there's, because right from the beginning, because Hellier put me on guard, because that was the same thing where they really tried to push it as it was a real thing, and it could be, but I just need a little bit of evidence.
Skeptic all around, or do you find like, because there's like the cryptids, there's like spiritual.
I think just like, and this is more of what's the word? Critical, I guess.
Sure.
I think just statistically there's something out there.
Yeah, right.
There's either ghosts or aliens, or on Earth there's a huge chunk of Earth we still haven't explored. Totally. So there's got to be something out there other than just us and animals and fish. So as far as like,
I agree with that. Yeah,
like possessions and stuff like that, I want to believe. And like when I watch like ghost movies or just ghost hunting shows, I'm like, okay, there might be something out there.
Yeah.
But this is just done in a way where the evidence they're providing feels all fake and fabricated.
See, this one too deals with more spiritualism.
Yeah.
Because it's a doll possessed. And it's like, so that's kind of a different realm too, whereas Hellier was about like these goblins.
Right.
from
Trolls.
Nilbog.
Troll 2.
So that is it's on Apple TV Plus. It's on Amazon Prime.
Yep.
I think is where I watched it.
Yeah.
So you can get that. I think you can rent it for $4.
Yep.
And yeah, I say keeper. Tim says sleeper.
Sleepy.
Jen, again, Half Seven Project. She's also an incredible artist. Everyone should follow her on Instagram.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the recommendation.
Recommendation.
What do we have?
I think I had to go into books. Well, us collectively.
Right, together.
Together.
We'll see you in books.
In books.
That was all our
Phew.
movies?
That was it, right? We only had 4.
Yes.
We had Pearl, X, and then hi. Books. Hi, pizza. Hi, everybody. Sorry, that was a long segment.
Yeah, that was it.
Let's see. How far are we? Beat would be different.
I gotta stand up for a second.
Yeah, do it. Welcome back to the Keep Up Podcast. I like Brett's nails, says Lord Bale.
Hey, thanks.
Yo, you didn't stand up.
I'm gonna.
I never trust old people in horror movies. You shouldn't.
You can't.
I need to repaint my nails. Hope y'all's day's going well. Bale, it's been great. Are you gonna make it, Brett?
Yeah, dude, I'm good.
You getting blood clots?
No, dude, I've been home for a couple days, so like not as active as usual.
So you're just feeling it?
I'm gonna stretch it out.
Yeah.
Stretch it out.
Oh, show your feet like I did.
Mine are covered like a human.
That kid deserves to be in a Goosebumps episode. He does.
Which kid?
The kid from Troll. Still
Oh,
need to
yeah, he
see
does.
X. Heard nothing but good things. X, the one about the kids in the home movie.
Stretching it out. There we go.
Brett was stretching. You know, I meant to bring it up.
Check out the gams.
There's there's another movie called X, but that's the one where they're doing the crazy party.
Crazy Party.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. No, Project X.
Project X, yeah.
I never
See.
saw that either.
Yeah, that one was okay. Basically, same plot as The Quarry. I saw 10 minutes of the gameplay. There's some similar aspects. Brett's he's working out. Minus the adult movie. But the moment I saw the old lady in the trailer, nope. That's in The Quarry, too. Fight! 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 I know, we got aggressive. Please. My Sonic head. I came in and heard Pearl and X and thought they were talking about Pokemons. Why? Help! Brett's beating me up. I need a doctor. Teach you.
Anita Doctor.
Anita Doctor. Teach you welcome in. Brett should have been cosplaying as Knuckles. I know. We should have got it.
I should have.
Oh, I
Then
just.
could be like,
That's the Knuckles glide. I need to read the synopsis for X and WoW. Oh, I just read. What is the synopsis for it? I was about to Google X film. Probably not a good idea.
Killy, killy, kiss, kiss.
So they named it X as a reference to back in the day how movies used to have an X rating, but it wasn't part of the rating system. So movies would just throw it on and be like, our movie's rated X, even though it wasn't really rated X.
Interesting.
So then they removed the X rating because movies won't show it if it says it's X rated
I see.
because they have the NC-17 now.
Yeah.
So it was a callback to that because
I
they
see.
had all the sex.
Tim.
Pearl sounds best. Yeehaw! Oh god, there's 2 of them now. Yes. Why do people keep telling me hi? It makes me feel liked, which is cringe. Elliot, we can't help you there.
Which is cringe.
We can't help you there. Tichu says, "See you later." One man and Sonic, right? Right. Yeah. There's only Brett, which is my brother.
Is your boy?
You're telling me that the blue rat to the left isn't Sonic? I see 2 Sonics. Yo, with the cat, disapprove. Brett, how did you get to be Sonic?
I don't know, dude.
I'm wearing the costume.
I know, it's true.
Promise I was never planning on just watching one Halloween movie. I just know that's what happens at the end, and I gotta see it now. I just read the synopsis on Pearl, so now I'm caught up because I would never watch either of those movies. Reading about it is much easier than seeing.
Now I'm wondering what the synopsis is.
Well, yeah. Well, the synopsis, does it tell you the whole story or just like the description?
Oh, if you read the full synopsis.
Yeah. I really need to rewatch Coraline for the spooky season.
Oh, great.
That is hardly horror, but I can't take anything more than that. Coraline's excellent. Still holds up.
Yes, I've seen it so many times. My daughter's favorite movie.
Of all time?
Yeah.
How's your computer charge, by the way?
It's fine. It's good.
Okay.
It's gone up a couple percenties.
Cool. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't that much of a fan of it for a long while until probably later. Nope, last year. Then seeing the locations this year was cool. For Coraline? Mohawk, you didn't like Coraline right away? That is so your movie.
It's madness.
Did I miss it? Coraline. I gotta rewatch. Oh, Hocus Pocus, so I can see all the locations. Again.
Oh,
Gotcha. I was gonna say
yeah.
Coraline seems so much your movie.
Yeah.
Halloween Town is also amazing. It's a good time.
That one's not a regular one for me.
No, I watched it. You know, last year I was watching a bunch. I watched Mr. Boogedy,
Yes.
Mr. Boogedy, Halloween Town. I watched the first 3 of those, I think.
Were they great?
First one was good. Second one was not good. And the third one was fine. Kind of indifferent on that one, but
Yeah.
are you able to watch them? I need to see what they're on. Probably, yeah. Okay, I didn't know if they were offered or not. Where you is? Books? Yeah. It's okay. I was working. Pizza, I hope your working was good. PETA, thank you for calling PETA. Brett was beating up a hedgehog.
What?
Yeah, me. No! Synopsis is where they tell you from the start to end and everything happens in the movie.
Oh, it was a synopsis. Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
You should totally do an NPC stream with the Sonic costume.
Dude, I saw one yesterday
Mhm.
that was so weird.
What were they doing?
Just nothing. It's so strange.
Just nothing.
Like, I'm so torn because I'm like, all right, good for you because she's getting sent roses and stuff, and
Yep.
that's money, right?
Yeah, yep, that all equates to money.
So she's making money and stuff, but it was just anytime someone had like a sticker appear on the screen, she would just do a thing. But the majority of it was just this,
Yeah. I couldn't do that.
and the stream was going for so long.
Yep.
She had 6,000 people watching her. It was wild.
That's insane.
yeah.
And so she only reacts if people like pay money.
Yeah.
We'll give the stickers or whatever.
It was impressive how spot on every time she did the thing was.
Yep.
And then I went to her profile, and she's just like, she calls herself like Queen of NPC, and her whole everything.
That's
is
what she does. Insane.
very weird.
Yeah. I
Very
couldn't
weird.
do it. That's the thing. Like, we joke around about doing it. I couldn't like do a Sonic one for more than like 20 minutes.
Dude, what if we do a keep up one? Are there any that it's 2 people?
There, you could do it.
We got to come up with like complicated handshakes and stuff.
Oh my god.
So we would actually, I feel like we could make bank.
I feel like I would get so bored.
I'm not a pretty girl though.
I'm a pretty girl.
Tim's a pretty girl. I'd also get bored. Dude, let's see how long we can do this.
Okay. How do we know when to do something? Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
I'm Sonic.
No.
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 Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Chili dog.
Chili
Nom, 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 nom.
dog.
Chili dog.
Chili
Nom, 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 nom.
dog.
Chili dog.
Chili
Nom, nom, nom.
dog.
Maybe that is kind of
Maybe it'd be fun.
That's messed up. Oh. Well.
Chili dog.
Chili dog. It begins.
Oh no.
Oh, I feel my brain rotting.
Dude, how long could we do it? Do it for like an hour?
We could do it for an hour. But we can't do anything unless
Dude,
people pay.
If one of yours was gotta go fast and you jumping across the room, I'd pay for that.
I would come back, but I'd be so out of character every time I come back. I'll be out of breath.
That's the thing.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Plus, how many interactions do you need to have?
I think there's 20 stickers?
Holy bananas.
Maybe even more. I don't know what they do. Plus, are we doing it on TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so every Friday night, you can catch us on TikTok Live.
I'll be dressed up as Sonic. Brett will be a
I'll be in
pencil.
boxers.
In boxers. And we'll have everything planned. Oh, God. I don't like how this might be happening. Ice cream.
Ice cream.
I said, ice cream.
Ice cream.
Oh, my God. Susie was saying something up here. Pretty girl. Monetizing expectation and direct viewer agency. Just got to find something that fits in the formula, and you're in for the big bucks.
I know, it's really crazy. It's really crazy.
Because people would pay to see the Sonic costume and Brett in boxers or whatever he does.
It's so weird.
To do the stupidest things.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, okay, so that's a real person who does that.
Mm-hmm.
But I bet, around her friends and family, she's just like a totally normal person.
Yeah.
But in my mind, whenever I do something online, I imagine, like even sometimes doing this, I imagine people I know who aren't in this like YouTube podcast sphere,
Yeah.
seeing it
Mhm.
and being like, that's weird that Brett does that.
It's like, what a freak.
So if we were on TikTok doing this, all I can imagine is like,
Someone walking in on it and being like, what the heck?
yeah,
Like
like,
on
what's going
TikTok,
on
because
here?
you could just slide through it, like
Yeah,
skim through
but
it
it's
at
probably
all.
not that big of a deal. Like,
No.
I don't know who that girl is.
No.
You know what I mean?
That's the thing. It's like goofy. And I think back to all the streams I've done where I'm in costume or
Oh yeah,
I do all that stuff. I'm like, I could never be president, but
like ice cream.
ice cream.
We got books.
We got books. Yes. One book.
We got book.
Well, it's technically a comic, but it's a book.
Oh wait a second. Is this our last?
I think this is our last segment, right?
Yeah, because we should prep the old. Oh yeah, books and comics.
Books and comics.
We should prep the. Excuse me, so sorry.
Brett's falling asleep.
That's one of my emotes.
Books.
Excuse me, so sorry.
What do they have to give you for that? A galaxy?
me, so sorry. Dude, I do that anyways on the podcast.
You
all the
do.
time.
Books. So it's a comic, but it's still books.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mariah Carey. Who?
Excuse me, so sorry. Just.
Bro, my ear holes.
Excuse me, so sorry.
So my mic doesn't cut out anymore when you make loud noises, I think.
Oh, good.
So before it used to cut out when you get loud, but now I just shut it off.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Broke all the glass in my house.
Do you,
I think, anyways.
should we prep
It
the,
doesn't cut out. Beautiful.
Prep the
Giveaway? The giveaway, yeah.
All right, let me number.
Let me number your bumper.
Wow, dude.
I turned the volume to 17%. So we're too loud now. See, I can't keep up. I'm too quiet. I'm too loud.
I prefer that, dude.
I prefer your mother.
Dang, brother.
Whoa, brother. Yeah. So, I'm gonna do a stream with these gloves, and it's gonna be a nightmare.
You are?
I have to.
That's
I
gonna
might
be
just make a
awful.
redemption because these gloves are too powerful to not use all the time.
Too powerful.
Because they don't. They're huge. Look at this. Hello, I'm Mickey Mouse. These gloves. Oh yeah, I don't know if you saw them, Susie. They're huge. They're huge. So my finger. So this one's my thumb. This is where my thumb is. It won't show up, but it's like it's. I can bend the whole thing, and it's pulled back as much as it can go. Show shoes.
No, dude, don't let him out.
Gotta go fast. I have Sonic pants on too. It's amazing. That scream was great. What's with the massive thumbs? Does Sonic have huge thumbs? No. Look, I have Sonic right here. I can't pick up the book. Look. Although here he's got a big thumb. I'm Sonic, everybody.
Hi, I'm Sonic.
Oh, I could have the Crocs.
The
Look at-
Chronics?
Look at Sonic's thumb here, Brett.
Massive. It's the size of his whole face.
It's a pretty big thumb.
It's huge.
His hands are huge, though. I'm Sonic. Oh, wait, I can do that. Ready?
Yeah, spitting image.
Yeah, I am Sonic.
It's wild.
Did you make the list?
Mid the list.
Yeah.
So you got your special.
Oh, random number thing?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
Special random number.
Get out of here, Google.
Special random number.
Special random but
I saw a TikTok yesterday.
Yep.
Or no, it was Instagram, and this kid has a butt rock bathroom.
How many numbers?
14.
14. Okay. What about butt rock?
He's got a whole butt rock bathroom. So he's got like a Nickelback shower curtain and a ton of framed pictures of like Creed.
Oh
and,
my God.
I'm trying to think of who else is on there. Like Puddle of Mud. And
That's so beautiful.
Like a toilet cover that has Nickelback on it. There's like one of those like Catholic candles that's usually Mary, but it's got Chad Kroger from Nickelback's face on it.
That's so goofy.
Dude, it was incredible. So on my way here today, I looked up a butt rock playlist on Spotify.
How was it?
Gold, dude.
Why is it
Gold.
called butt rock?
I don't know, dude. You just I don't know.
You just rock out with your butt.
I really don't know where that term came from.
It's probably offensive.
No,
No.
maybe.
I don't know it.
Yeah, maybe it comes from bro dudes calling things gay.
Yeah. And they're like, yo, you listen to butt rock?
Dude, whatever. I love it.
It's great.
It's so good.
Hence my shock. I was expecting to see the Crocs, by the way. Nope.
Dude, those are the Chronics.
Yeah, the Chronics are great. All right, let's wrap her up, baby.
All right, here we go.
Wrap her up and say it's time for dinner. See you, boy.
Hello, my friend, we meet again.
Here we are at the end. I don't know the song you're singing.
You know that song, My Sacrifice by Creed?
My sacrifice.
He's not British.
I am here to sacrifice my love.
With our arms wide open.
Is that the song?
No, that's a different one.
I know that one.
Oh, you know that one?
Yeah. With arms wide open.
Like, with arms! No.
My tongue is swollen.
I'm trying to think. My arms are broken. That was a, ultimate butt rock playlist. Dude, it's hilarious.
Are two of the nails
Let me
silver?
see.
I did mine all black, says Mel.
Yeah, these two. They're like a taupe, actually. It's
What'd
like
you call me?
a taupe. It's like a purple. It's like
You're a tote.
cousin of purple.
Yo, purple
Yeah,
mohawk?
I usually do those two. But these ones are all black. It's just these two babies.
And
just
mine,
these two
as
little
usual,
babies.
are gorgeous.
Dude, you should paint yours.
No.
That would be wild. You should paint yours. I just want to see what mom says. Hello, my friend. We meet again.
I was gonna do it for a channel point or not channel point redemption for a sub goal.
Thanks, Mel. Thanks, Susie.
Yeah, Brett's got nice nails.
Stop it.
Stop it.
What were you gonna do?
I was gonna have chat pick a nail color for me to paint my nails
Oh, heck yeah,
for a
dude.
sub goal, but I haven't done an event like that.
Are you
yet.
gonna paint them yourself?
Yeah, it'll be beautiful.
All right, dude. This was actually, I'm usually pretty decent at it,
Mm-hmm.
but my hand kept going numb.
So you
I
could.
kept
Oh
doing it.
no!
I'm like, my hand's numb.
Sonic Blue.
Yeah, you should do blue.
It's too much work.
Hello, my friend. Yeah, I'll do it, dude.
I can see Tim wearing a dark blue.
I'll just go up his whole finger. I'll be like,
You
yep,
would.
just doing it. Yeet.
Yeet. Yeah, I couldn't keep up with it. It's too much
Hello,
work.
my friend. Well, you just let it chip up.
You just let it.
I don't
chip.
mind it when it chips after a while.
You just let it chip. Let it chip. Let
Don't
it
hold
chip.
it back anymore.
I can see where I am awful at painting nails. I can't sit still, so I ruin them.
Yeah, that's tough. That's the hardest part, sitting still.
Is this your hands, Mel, when you're doing it?
You ready?
I'm ready.
Go.
Welcome to Books and Comics, where we're gonna tell you about a comic suggested by Purple Mohawk. 27.
It's 27.
27. She suggested a lot of things. Seesaw, Sheeshaw, and we read The Ice Cream Man.
Yeah.
The Ice Cream Man.
Yeah.
Which was because she came and visited, so she.
That's right.
Yeah. So she pointed out this comic called The Ice Cream Man to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, this looks awesome and creepy. And so that's what I read was The Ice Cream Man.
The Ice Cream Man.
Yeah. It's what we read when we read together.
I didn't read it.
No. But you could have.
All right. Right. I know that I could have,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
But it's okay.
So you need to tell me about it.
Yeah, so Ice Cream Man is what I dream of when I have nightmares.
Okay. All right. What?
So I've read just the first issue.
Sure.
It is I guess it was a monthly comic, but it's now collected into graphic novels, and I don't know if it's done, but from what I saw, it's up to episode 36 or issue 36.
Okay.
You
You said episode.
I know, episode, friggin' too many shows. But yeah, so the one I read was essentially there's this ice cream man in town, and he gets a lot of people coming towards him and getting ice cream, and then this kid goes home, and there's creepy things happening at home, and there's also like a werewolf running around
What?
and causing doom. Yeah, it's just like this town is full of like a collective of scary events. So
Sounds awesome.
It was really cool. The art was super. I really enjoyed the art. It was very like dull in its colors, just to like represent how dark and twisted the world is.
Grim.
But yeah, it's really opened itself up for a ton of different horror influences
okay.
and different just spooky things. Because this one again had the werewolf, had the creepy ice cream guy, it had a spider, and they all connected to each other. To
All in that one issue?
all in that one issue. Yeah, it's kind of like one complete story.
Oh, okay.
Because it kind of just like ends on a creepy cliffhanger.
Crippy.
Yeah, creepy cliffhanger.
Okay.
But yeah, it was really enjoyable. It's definitely mature. They drop some F-bombs. There's some death.
Dude.
There's some creepy imagery.
Dude.
But yeah, what I read that first issue really hooked me in. Like
It's just called Ice Cream Man.
just Ice Cream Man. And the ice cream man's creepy, and it's great. It was
How
great.
come that's like 1 degree away from clowns? I guess. Like, why are ice cream? The ice cream man can be scary
Because he gives you a gift of ice cream,
and it's like, can you trust it?
and clowns don't give you gifts. Well, they give you balloons, balloon animals.
Yeah, balloonimals.
Yeah,
Why aren't they called balloonimals?
it's a missed opportunity by
I
all of
can't.
humanity.
I can't
Balloonimals.
with these people not calling things names.
No, it's sick.
It's silly business.
Yeah, and given that we have a connection to ice cream,
Yes.
now I feel like I'm a scary ice cream man
Right.
because he was creepy,
Right.
and he
Looked like you in the book.
He did, yeah.
Oh,
it
shoot.
was me in the book, actually.
Dude, maybe it's about you.
With arms wide open.
With arms wide open.
But highly recommend.
Under the sunlight.
You can read it at any point,
Welcome to this place.
and it's scary.
I'll show you everything.
With arms wide open.
With arms wide open.
And that, folks, concludes our Halloween special.
It does!
Yay! I'm putting the gloves back on.
Yay!
Spirit fingers!
Oh, shoot, my mic's making a weird noise.
Oh, come on. Why you gotta be weird
Ruin
noise?
the finale. With arms.
With arms.
I'm trying to...
Are you sure it's your mic?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't help
Stop.
you there.
Stop.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Mother, father.
Is it that broken?
It's just making a little humdinger.
Not a little humdinger. Well, we know for next podcast we'll just get new wires.
Can't figure out why.
All we gotta do is finish this up.
But I don't want it to hum while we're finishing.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me try this. Made it worse?
He told me to be quiet, folks.
Fixed it.
Fix it? Well, we're gonna get new wires.
Fixed it. Fixed it.
Fixed it.
All right. We thank you guys so much for your submissions, your suggestions. We love doing these. The specials are always dope. You guys are the coolest.
Yep.
Thank you to all of our patrons. Again, patreon.com/thekeepup if you want some extra bonuses. And at the Keep Up Podcast all over the place. Before we roll out today,
Yes.
we are going to randomly roll for the winner of our giveaway. Tim, do you want to do your socials before we do that, or do you want to...
Let's do the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway first.
All right, we'll do the giveaway first.
Maybe not, because then they have to listen to our socials and go follow us.
Oh,
and then they can listen to the winner.
Dang, dude.
Dang.
Wow.
Yo. But I want to personally thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my sonic heart.
Yeah.
That you guys, thanks for all the suggestions, all the recommendations. You're amazing. And you guys can find me at Collection Revolution on Twitch, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Threads, TikTok. You can also find me at Collect Revo on Twitter, because that's the only name for it. I don't want to hear anything else.
No.
And Brett, where can everyone find you?
You can all follow me on Instagram at This Drink I Like It. There is a link tree right there. That's my personal page, so we can hang out there if you want. But if you want to follow my other projects, you can find the link tree. That's the best place. I did just change my handle for my music.
To
so
what?
If you're used to seeing ATA raps,
Uh-huh.
it is now Sounds Like ATA. So if you see that and you're already following me, that's what that is.
We had
But
to retcon all of our podcasts.
all of them, dude.
Everyone before this.
No, I think I've been sending a lot of people to This Drink I Like It.
Uh-huh.
That'll be the last change, though. I couldn't get ATA raps on YouTube, and I'm gonna be posting new videos there soon. So I was like, I need to update.
So
it.
you changed it to Sounds Like.
Sounds Like ATA. Yeah.
I dig it.
You like that?
Yeah, it's cool.
Because it's like you could hear something and be like, oh, it sounds like ATA.
Yeah.
Or it could be like, these are the sounds that are like ATA.
Ah,
You know what I mean?
It's a
You know what I mean?
it's a portmanteau,
You know what I mean?
a placebo,
You know what I
an onomatopoeia.
mean? Anagram.
There we go.
An acronym.
Soliloquy.
Now time for the giveaway.
Yes, time for the giveaway. So here's how we do it, folks. Brett has a list of every person named, and he numbered them, and we're just using the. We're just using the straight up Google number generator on Google. So I'm gonna press it 3 times to make life fair. And as far as the giveaway prize,
You're going to get a Keep Up October special scare package.
Whoa! A scare package?
Yeah, it's gonna be excellent.
Okay.
Could have treats.
Or fish.
Could have tricks.
Or fish.
It could have sticks.
It could have pictures of my toes.
I thought you were gonna say fish.
Oh, fish too.
It's like fish sticks.
Yeah. So I'm gonna click this button 3 times. Here we go. You guys, it'll be hard to see, but we're doing it. 1,
2,
2, 3. Did I click it twice? I don't know if I clicked it twice. But here's the number.
What
It's
is it?
real. Number 11,
Number 11.
which equates to
Jesse's Floating Castle.
Jesse's Floating Castle. Can I clap with these gloves on?
Highly doubt it.
Yeah. What did she recommend?
She shared.
She shared it to the. Yeah, she
she
shared
shared.
it. Yo, what a champ.
What a champ, dude.
Sounds like exactly what I expected it to. Yay!
Oh, man.
Oh, but you're all incredible.
Yeah, you guys are the greatest. Go and
Mhm.
be well. Enjoy your week. We will be back next week.
Do I do M Babble on this?
Not on specials, I don't think.
Okay. No Sonic music. No N Babbles.
Right.
It's a joke. A joke.
It's a joke.
It's a joke here.
We got anyone who is a patron. You got 2 new videos and the Keep Up in Cricket City podcast coming up within the next couple days. Everyone else, we'll see you next probably Wednesday night for recording.
Yeah. Probably.
And next Friday for a new podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Love you. Happy Halloween. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other.
Yeah. Happy Halloweens. May your Sonic guide you into the light above. But not death. Just whatever's bright. Merry Christmas.
Perfect.
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 And that, friends,
Merry
is
Christmas.
the Halloween special.
Woo! We did it.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, no end babble on that one.
No,
Because
end
we're
blah, blah.
fools. No end blah blah blah. Yeah. So, hi.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
We did it.
So what I'm gonna do stream-wise
What
is
I'm gonna do?
I'm gonna take about like a 30-minute break. I'll be back at 4:30, and we'll start I Spy. I'm gonna go poop, and
And that'll be it. 'cause
And that'll
it's
be
only
it.
30 minutes.
That's it. That's all we got time for. So yeah, we'll be back, or I'll be back. Brett's gonna be long gone.
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
I'm out.
Do I keep the Sonic costume on?
You
It's a
must
little
be
early.
sweating in that thing,
It's a
dude.
little hot. How's my hair look?
Early for what? Halloween's in like 5 days.
I know. Oh God, look at my hair. Oh my, look what it did to me. Oh.
Amazing.
Keep it on forever. Join me in the bathroom where I'm gonna poop the ABCs.
What?
It's like burping the ABCs.
Yeah, but it's different.
Yeah.
Is it shapes? How do you do it?
If you eat enough alphabet soup,
Alphabet poop.
alphabet poop.
Gross.
Yo, turn on that AC. That'll help.
For res.
True. It's not that hot in here though.
No, it's not too bad.
Yo, but I'm free. Thanks for the podcast, of course. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
You're all incredible.
You
Thanks for the
are
conversations.
the coolest.
Did I miss anything in chat, by the way, before we head on out of here? Happy Halloween. Tim trying not to laugh. Tim is the ice cream man.
Happy Halloween.
Thanks for including ice cream man. Yes, I really wanted to read it, so that's why I got my little grippy fingers on
I
it.
did too. I didn't get to it.
Yeah, but we'll just read it later.
Yeah, we'll read it later.
We'll read it. But yeah, Mohawk, thanks for recommending some spookiness. What else? A lot happens. Oh my god, yes, that too. Only Brett read it, said Purple.
I know, I'm sorry.
I tried, Brett. I didn't say nothing.
I know, but I know.
It's okay. It's okay.
I
you.
wanted to be honest.
Yeah, honesty is the best policy.
Thanks for not outing me.
Hey, you know, I don't out my brother. Breaking stuff? Pizza, are you breaking stuff? Or am I breaking stuff?
Oh, I was with the cable. I was trying to fix it. But
right.
why do you still have a bunny? A chocolate bunny?
Oh, it's Baby Binks.
Oh, okay.
Baby
Of
Binks.
course.
Does it have cheese doodles? Tim's used sock. That's what's included in the Halloween spookum. My used sock? Gross. Thank you for shouting out, Brett. Yeah, he's gone now. He's gone. Rest in peace. But I think he plans to come back in November after he gets his surgery on his hand, arm, legs. It's one of the rare times we see Tim without headphones. I know. Aren't I a freak without headphones?
You talking about me?
Mel shouted you out, and I was just saying you might be coming back in November. Who knows?
Yes, I'm sorry I haven't streamed. I can't hold a controller for more than like 10 minutes without my hand going numb.
And his hand goes, help me.
Which is tragic. But I'm supposed to have surgery next Friday. And I'm hoping the following Friday I'll be good to scare myself with video games again.
It's a 6-week recovery, but Brett says, 6 minutes is more like it.
6 weeks for heavy lifting. 6 hours for Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, can you play a game for 6 hours? Does that count as heavy lifting if it's continuous?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh, how do I do that?
You probably got a little guy.
Do I got a little guy? No, I don't got a little guy.
You don't
This
have
one?
one?
Nope, no little guy.
All right, so the one with the little guy is the broken one.
Is the broken one. Oh, yeah, we should get new ones. Yes, I Spy is happening today. We're going to be playing I Spy on the Wii. I Spy Spooky Mansion. And I hear it's a mess. So, that'll be fun.
That'll be good.
That'll be good. Time to play Resi VR. I have that. Brett, come over and play. Brett and I might be playing a game together coming up, though.
Yes.
I think we might have a special Brett guest stream. Separate. Do you want to do it a podcast night?
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be alive and live?
Yeah, especially if I'm on.
Oh yeah, on the break
to recovery.
Yep.
I can come and play.
Yeah. Okay, because it'll be in early access, so I don't know like how full the game will be, as far as like whatever, but
yeah, let me know when it's ready.
Yeah.
I'll come over.
Sick.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
I know, that's what I'm saying is that it would be cool. Give me all of it. Give me.
With arms wide open.
Arms wide open.
Oh God.
Under the sunlight.
Hey, I have the same arm.
Welcome to this place.
The mic arm?
I'll give you everything.
I don't know if you can hear Brett, but
With arms wide open.
Brett could just use his feet, they say, to stream.
For what?
To stream. Play the game with your feet. No, Brett, you got to do it the right way.
No! It's terrible.
All right, we're out of here. I'm not going to raid because I'll be back.
Later, Birkins.
Later, Birkenstocks.
Love you.
Yeah, love is what makes a Subaru a Subaru. You all are amazing. I'll catch you in like 30 minutes, give or take. Enjoy my feet and enjoy poop. Bye.
What a selection.